Welcome back to the Bullsmack, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Think we can randomly riff off the cuff for another half an hour? What are we going to talk about today? I don't know. I'm just going to be honest with you. Just going to be very honest with my listeners and viewers out there right now. I'm just going to tell you, I miss sex. Yeah, I miss sex. That's right. I am a sexually active adult male, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I am very jealous of the people that are locked in their homes with a significant other. Maybe that's you listening right now. Maybe you have a big hard dick in you right now, and it's a wonderful thing, and you're listening to me, and you're nodding. You're just like, he's right. He's totally right. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. That's right. The last thing that this thing is going to do is lower our population, because I can promise you that there are going to be like 1 billion quarantine babies with the middle name Corona in 9 months. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If you hate traditional families, you should probably book a flight now that flights for SpaceX are cheap. And get off this fucking planet, because there's going to be an awful lot of families after this thing is over. You know? And that's the thing. You think, people stuck with their significant others are probably getting driven mad? I don't think so. I think that they're getting fuel for hate fucking. And that's like the best kind of sex. You get into a fight with your woman and you come back and just pound the shit out of her. And then she just rides the shit out of you. Why am I being so honest? Why not? If we're all going to die, why not? I ain't going to play out, just fuck a lot. I can't even look at my Tinder right now. I can't. I got my Tinder app open right now, and I'm not even talking to these matches. I can't talk to them. You don't want to know me right now, matches. If you're watching this right now and you're like, that guy's, I matched with him on Tinder. I'm telling you, I can't message you. Because you don't want to know what kind of debaucherously evil person I am right now. I'm just going through my matches you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. I walk past the crack in the couch cushions, and I'm looking at it like, you better stop fucking around looking so good, or something bad is going to happen. I'd stick my dick in the crack in the wall at this point. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And while we're preparing this vaccine, because this was the reason for COVID-19, and there's a reason why they call it COVID-19, is because it is a sequel in a very long franchise of coronaviruses that have been around since the early 2000s. Actually, coronaviruses, you can trace them all the way back to the 60s, right? Is my microphone on? I'm sorry, people. I was I'm day drinking and it feels so good. So you're going to have to bear with me. I may be a little scatterbrained, or maybe it's making me more focused. I don't know. Ah, beautiful. Ain't fucking mixing that. Anyway, yeah, right. Tinder matches. You don't want to know me right now. You don't I am severely worried about the first woman that gets me when we come out of this, because I'm probably going to it's going to be bad for you. I don't mean it's probably going to be a pleasurable experience. I'm just saying, I'm going to go to town. I'm going to fuck you dead and bury you pregnant. That's basically what's going to happen to you. Oh, I miss sex. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the coronavirus. Anyway, this is COVID-19. It's a sequel in a very long franchise of coronaviruses. The reason why we're unprepared for this one is because the country where this virus... Oh, vodka. Beautiful. The country where this virus originated decided not to tell the rest of the world about it until, it was too late to prepare. Usually, North America has a vaccine developed, and we're vaccinated. You're vaccinated for certain types of coronaviruses right now. Right? We prepare those. When SARS came out, we prepared. We had a vaccine. When SARS came to North America, we were so vaccinated for it, we didn't give a shit. The cure was soup and ginger ale. Look it up. And then we had the other one. What was it? HK something or other, HK4N1. I think that was a few years later after SARS. But, I wonder why it's called HK. But I mean, these are all coronaviruses. Like, chances are, if you're over 20, you've had a coronavirus already. Kind of like STDs. I was just thinking about that today. Like, when this is all over and we finally get out of our houses, there is going to be a new summer of love. There's no way. There's no way there isn't it. There's too many single people that are missing it, right? There's just too many people that are missing it. And when the clearances are open and we can go walk out, you know, we're going to walk into parties like, hey, buddy, you want to come over to my house for a shed party? And you're going to walk into that shed and it's going to look like a scene from Eyes Wide Shut. Just everybody wearing masks and fucking each other senseless. That's what's going to be happening. So we should be preparing. While we're preparing for this super coronavirus, since we weren't prepared for this, we couldn't get the vaccine out in time, which is why we're self-isolating. We're waiting for the vaccines to be developed and the treatment to be developed. And then we're going to treat COVID-19 like every other coronavirus that hits North America. But for now, we're being safe. But while we're being safe for coronavirus, we really need to start developing cures for like herpes 2.0 and like superclap. Because shit is going to be wild, son. Shit is going to be wild. Do you know what there's a biggest surge in right now? Now that everybody's trapped in their houses and the economy is on the decline, what's happening is there's a surge in cam girls. There's also a surge in couples on Pornhub. And you'll notice that there's an awful lot of amateur porn with people wearing masks. And those people look awfully familiar to me. Some of them look awfully familiar. Not going to say who. Just keep doing your thing. You're entertaining me. But I am jealous of everybody that got locked inside. And if you're stuck inside, like if this hit and you're stuck inside your house with like, you know, your ex, I guarantee you're probably going to have like a, you know, rekindled relationship just out of the basic necessities of life. Like the bare necessities is like bare ass ride me like crazy. That is what I'm waiting for. Like what else can I rip about for half an hour? Anyway, I probably shouldn't be drinking vodka because it's like more likely my Tinder matches will be getting messages by the time I'm done this show. Like as soon as I'm finished recording this show and uploading it on late night, like I'm going to be doing my thing. We're going to be doing our thing. But anyway, I just wanted to get that word out to the CDC and the health orgs out there. Like, you should be preparing for the super STDs that are going to come from the wake of the COVID-19 quarantine. I'm just thinking ahead. I like to think a few steps ahead. I'm a realist. You know, I am a realist. You can't trap people alone without sex for 2 months and not think it's going to be overload. My pony, jump on it, ride it, jump on it. My saddle is waiting, ride it, jump on it. I don't know, did I already wear that out? I kind of want to take a break. Just take a break for a little while. Get it out of my system. Just go up there and break bread with the sexy ass couch cushions that I got going up there. I'm telling you right now. Just spread the lips. Bury my face in there. It's going to be bad. You're watching this right now and you're like, this is the second Bullsmack bunker episode. You don't know what to expect from the first one. I don't think that this episode is going to get anybody to go back and watch the first episode. Because the first episode we were talking about, you know, some serious shit for the most part, but this one? Oh no, son. No, we're just going to talk about what's real. This one. You know, we kind of got the politics out of the way, the little bit that we wanted to focus on anyway, and, you know, now we're just living our best lives. What can we say? Oh, let's talk about the Ozark. Season 3, since we're talking about debaucherous relationships, if you watched the Ozark Season 3, which we're going to light up 5 out of 5 Bullsmack bulbs for the Ozark. If you haven't been watching the Ozark, it took about 2 seasons. It had introductory seasons. Now we're on the 3rd season. It's found its stride. It knows what it wants to be, and it's taking off. So if you're fans of Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy or any of those shows that were really gripping, I'm telling you right now, the Ozark is the next Breaking Bad. Like, this is where we're going. The Ozark's going to be the next hit. And just like Breaking Bad never made it big until about the 3rd season. And then people started realizing how good of a show it was because it found its stride. Ozark has found its stride, and you should definitely check it out. But speaking of debaucherous relationships, there is some crazy ball surprises in store. I don't even know if I want to be ruining the surprises of the Ozark Season 3 for you, because you probably haven't even watched Season 1 yet, but even Season 1 has some debaucherous shit going on. It'll make you remember what you're missing. Oh, I gotta... Yeah, that's bad. I just got a Tinder match while talking. I gotta shut this off. Yeah, you can fucking get it too, though. Look at you. I'm telling you. Anyway, yeah, that was one of the bad things, you know. One day I woke up and I was falling asleep, my phone open, and I woke up and I saw myself looking through the cast of The Hills Have Eyes, and I was like, what am I looking at all these mutants for? And then I realized that my Tinder was only set to 5 kilometers. That's right. Since 98% of the population is dead, and we're going to have to repopulate the earth, I am going to have to climb over the mountain and venture far and wide for a mate, because I had to increase the distance on my Tinder to like 5,000 kilometers. I'm going to have to swim for some pussy, is all I'm saying. Are you offended by what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Adults have sex. I'm sorry. Adults who have sex end up having children. I'm sorry. Children lead to family units. I'm sorry. So offensive. So offensive. People shouldn't be allowed to get pregnant during quarantine. It's horrible. It's going to happen. And you know what? They're going to keep them. I gotta stop drinking. Vodka doesn't get me drunk. Vodka gets me something else. And I like it. That's right. I ran out of weed, so that sucks. We can talk about that. Let's talk about the weed. I definitely miss weed. I miss cigarettes. I can probably get both, but, you know, I'm taking care of a person without an immune system, so I kind of don't want to go in and get smokes and weed and then risk bringing it in, because I've been fairly good at self-distancing, social distance. I've been a very good boy. Where I haven't been a good boy is in my dreams. In my dreams, I'm a debaucherous motherfucker. I'm telling you. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. First one, I'm warning you. Maybe you're built for it, but I'm just saying, maybe like little, smallest, petitest people aren't the ones to go with. I'm probably going to have to find a woman that's either fit or thick, or, you know, somebody's who has the spine that's going to be able to handle the abuse. I'll have to pad the walls to make sure I don't put you through the gyprock. Yeah. Sex is going to be so much fun when we get to have it again. So, health orgs, CDC, hospitals out there, all our first responders, be prepared for all the dicks that are going to be falling off. Be prepared for all the ever-fluttering love wallets that are going to be dripping, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. The new summer of love, the new age of sex, sexual liberty is coming when this is over. And I don't mean coming as a pun. I mean like it's fast approaching. It's going to be bad times. I think there's enough of this. Ugh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking as I'm approaching the sip. Oh, it burns my tongue. Oh, that wasn't even a gulp. Ah. I'm going to have to get used to that before I start making bag apple wine or something like that. But, you know. By the way, if you're offended by what I'm talking about right now, like, I did say it was late night uncensored. I'm just saying. I did warn you in the title. I did warn you. What else can I talk about? Okay, so Ozark season 3, 5 out of 5 Bullsmack balls for that. Really found its stride. Tiger King, we already talked about Tiger King. That's another 5 out of 5 bulbs for that guy. You know, Pornhub right now, 5 out of 5 for coronavirus porn. That's right, there's an awful lot of amateurs going around covering their faces up with N95 masks. I still recognize your eyes, though, you filthy motherfuckers. I still recognize you. That's right. We're going to have all types of conversations when this is over. I'm going to know exactly what you've been up to. Turn off the GPS when you upload your Pornhub videos. Because, you know, you say it's from Costa Rica, but then, you know, the GPS signal says exactly where you're from. Be mindful of that. I know there's a lot of newcomers to Pornhub. If you want to keep your identity a secret, that's the best advice I can give you. But keep that content coming. You're getting me through. You are the true heroes. That's right, the people of Pornhub that are creating free porn right now. You are the true heroes of me. First responders are doing well as well, I guess. That's right, that's true. You know, essential workers, you're doing a good job. But the heroes of Pornhub deserve recognition as well. Not gonna lie. I'm just thinking about it right now. Just like, I can't even cook bacon strips. Like, I was cooking bacon strips this morning, and I was getting turned on. Like, you ever cook bacon strips, and, like, it starts rubbing against the zipper? That's when you know times are tough. Times are real tough. Bet you when this is over, I'm getting my bacon strips when this is over. Big old greasy big strips on my nose. All over my nose. Blah, blah, blah. Gonna have you in my beard, son. That's why I'm not shaving my beard. There ain't no coronavirus in this beard. I'm also not touching my face. I gotta be worried about this damp basement, though. It's good because I'm filming down here because I don't want anybody else in the house to hear what I'm talking about, because there's nobody else in this house except for me mother 2 floors up. For the people that are trapped at home with your mothers, this one's for you. We all know what you're going through. It's fucking sad. It's sad. You basically have to dig a 12-foot hole in the basement just so you can beat one out without the embarrassment of someone hearing you. So you can flick your bean a few times. You got to have a 5-hour shower. Shower nozzles are looking good. How are the females doing out there right now? Like, what are you doing? Like, if you're alone like I am, you're probably doing the same thing that I'm doing. You're looking through Pornhub. You're looking through different stuff. You're probably exercising a lot more. That's definitely something. Like, usually I worked out like maybe 2 days out of the week in between like all the animation work and everything I was doing. And now it's like, now that nobody's paying for animations or advertisements or any of the stuff that I usually make money off of, like, I got plenty of time. You know, and I used to collect Playboy magazines. So, like, when the world ends and the dollar totally drops, the new currency is going to be old issues of Playboy. And I'm set, son. I'm set. I got, like, 1,800, I think it was like 1857 titles, DVDs, and Blu-ray. People are telling me that I was wasting my time. Well, guess what? When the internet shuts down, I'm going to have a lot of movies. I'm going to be Netflix and chill. I'm going to be Netflix and chill. That, and people are going to know. I'm letting the women out there know right now that I'm fair game. I'm single and ready to mingle, open and ready to go. You know, I'm not. I'm at the point where I'm gonna reset my Tinder to 5 kilometers because, you know, I don't even give a shit what you look like anymore. Throw a bag on you. You know what time it is. Oh, I'm an asshole. But you know what? Women like assholes. Because it's not so much that I'm asshole. Like a woman looks at my situation and they look at a guy and they're just like, yeah, he's nice to his mother. And that's the thing feminists love. Like if you're a male feminist, let me tell you, only 1 out of 4 male feminists get a woman. And I'll tell you why. Because even females that are really feminists, they know that they gotta mate somebody like me. Because they know somebody like me is going to teach their children to respect their mother. Because I respect my mother. And women who are roaring and ready to go respect that about men. No matter if they're an asshole or a tough guy or have the type of persona I exude. Women enjoy that. Plus, they like knowing that a good time is in store for them if they cave. Like, with me, what do they got to listen to? They don't got to listen to nothing. They put some duct tape on my mouth, slap the handcuffs on, and just, ride my face. Feminists are like, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I can always divorce them later after we have kids and I take half the shit. I can always do that later. And that's the other thing. Men like me teach their daughters about guys that are just going to take advantage of them. The guys that aren't going to be there for them when they, get knocked up or pregnant. I've seen that before in my life. I've had ex-girlfriends come back to me because once they left, they realized that, dudes were pieces of shit. And that's how it goes. When you're raw and real and honest in your life and you're no bullshit to people, like, everybody respects that. Maybe not online, but in the real world, it's a very good quality, Should I risk another sip of vodka? Yes. Yes, I should. I need to get a pack of cigarettes, though. I haven't had a cigarette or a joint in about 3 weeks, so, yeah. Like, I'm going to have a heart attack. I'll probably have a heart attack the first time I have sex out of here. And I just want you to know right now, while you're waiting for the ambulance to arrive, like, don't stop. Don't stop. Like, I even know, like, men drop dead with rock hard dicks. Like, I'm just telling you right now, like, don't tell anybody. Use me. Use whatever you can. I'll be up in heaven looking down, being like, Red from Shawshank Redemption, looking at you, ride my dead dick, like, goddamn right, woman. Get it. Get it while the getting's good. And then as I'm coding out and the EMTs arrive and they hit me with some adrenaline, like, once I'm awake after that shot of adrenaline, send the ambulance drivers on their way because, it's going to be bad. You better not send any female EMTs with me. And even then, like, they might become part of the situation once I'm awake. Once you give me the Uma Thurman, I'll be right back at it. I've had a very active sex life in my youth. Which I still have. I'm in my prime now. And if you're in your 30s, is that your sexual prime? That's your sexual prime, right? That's like the last time you get before you start having too much on your mind. And then you start putting out dust and shit. I'm going to live up the next decade. When this is all over, watch out. I'm going to end up with a show like Sex from Sue. Like just showing strands of anal beads. Like, you can pop this one in. Try 6 at a time first. And then when she yanks them out and it does nothing to your prostate, if you're cool with that, maybe try a 7th. That's right. Sex with Jibber Jabber Jared on VOCM. Yeah, like fuck. I used to have a job. I had a possible job with K-Rock before, actually what happened was it was Magic 97. And after the VJ search, I was like employed. I was supposed to go on and work for Magic 97. But then one day out of nowhere, if you recall, if you're a Newfoundlander, all of a sudden Magic 97 went dead one day and you started hearing these sound effects like tools and everything going crazy, like knock, 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 and hammers and drills and shit. And nobody from Magic 97 ever called me back. And the next day they were K-Rock. when they finally stopped with that rebuilding sound that they were trying to build up hype with, suddenly they were K-Rock and they didn't have a position for a youthful young man who wanted to have a career in media. So then I had to move out of Newfoundland to seek other opportunities. I didn't want to move out of Newfoundland, but when you got no opportunities and nobody wants to mentor you, nobody wants to educate you. Actually, education says it wasn't there at the time. Newfoundland has some good media schools now, but at the time they didn't. So I had to go get media training at AMI in Nova Scotia. And before that, I was at the University in New Brunswick. Certain situations happened, and I had to move, and I'm not regretting anything. I had to restart a little bit, but I didn't have to go too far back. It wasn't too far of a setback, but that's where I want to be. I want to be at the point where I can employ my fellow Newfoundlanders from my past, or I want to give something back to my friends that they can be proud of. And if me talking about my debaucherous sex life can benefit the people of Newfoundland somehow, then I'm all proud to do it. I'll be your hero. I need a hero, holding out for a hero on the edge of the night. He's gotta have booze and he's gotta have weed and he's gotta be the fuck out my life. I need a hero. Or I need a heroine. I don't need heroin. I need a heroine. I don't know. Don't you just call women heroes now, too? You call heroes. Call them the hurrah. I need a hero to get up on me and hurrah. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Anyway, accepting resumes for the woman that I'm probably going to end up fucking dead and burying pregnant. I'm accepting resumes now. So get your ass on Tinder and start swiping right on my ass. Because everybody's going to get it when this is over. I'm going to have about 15 children when this is over. I'm surprised I don't have any kids now. Like, where are my kids, Facebook? Where are my kids? Where is the little 15-year-old popping up? I used to be a little bit of a sex symbol. Like, I'm irrelevant now. But, like, back in 2002, I was, like, a pretty big sex symbol in Newfoundland. Like, I couldn't walk through the mall without girls trying to hug on me, kiss on me, and pull my junk out at the bars. Like, I'd be on the dance floor and girls would be pulling my dick out. Like, I'm just saying, there's some hero worshippers and star fuckers out there that got no shame. I know we like to pretend women like that don't exist, but I think they're a fun time. You're open, you're wild. You're wild and you're free. And I'm not going to stop you. Well, I might stop you. I might move you to the broom closet or something, or underneath the steps in the Sundance, but, not on the dance floor.